that generated money for a movement worldwide. Greg Williams, Marijuana Man, right before me, was one of those three. Michelle Rainey, rest in peace, was one of the others. And Mark Emery took 5 years in U.S. prison in a country he never even went to. He took the 5-year federal prison sentence so that his two friends wouldn't go to prison and so that he wouldn't go to prison for 30 years to life, which is what the U.S. government was seeking. The U.S. government, the agents of evil around the world, the warriors, the warmongers, the destructors of life, the destroyers of freedom, the biggest fakers in the world that call themselves the land of the free, spreading democracy, when they in fact are the most enslaved nation in so many ways, that they have to feed a war around the world called the drug war, which has grown into the war on terror, which we all know is now a war on humanity and freedom around the globe. It began with the U.S. government declaring war on peaceful people, the pot people. The war on drugs began destroying lives and taking away mothers and fathers from their children, building massive prisons across the United States, pushing a drug war worldwide where they drop bombs and kill children. The U.S. government destroys lives, and they destroy lives outside of their country. They've hurt me. They've hurt my husband, Mark Emery. They've hurt millions of people because of this drug war. Peaceful people who have never hurt anyone. Heroic people like Mark, and so many medical marijuana growers and dispensaries in the U.S. who go to prison every day in this horrific injustice. But people like Mark and all those who are paying the price are doing so to remind you that you have a responsibility. You're free. You're here today. You can still vote, as useless as it kind of really is. But you can still join a political party. You can still make donations to organizations that you feel deserve it. You can still write letters to newspapers and talk to your friends and come to rallies like this and hold your signs and flags high and say that you're not going to be afraid, that you are going to use your freedom, your responsibility, while others have to rot away in prison. You owe it to them, and they deserve to have you working for them to fight for their freedom and fight for freedom for everybody, so nobody goes to prison for cannabis or peaceful activities ever again. And Canada used to be leading the way. Canada used to be leading the way. This flag up here, some find it offensive, but that flag to me has more meaning than the flag of Canada these days, because we all know we're just another state. Our leader, not my leader, the man who stole the election and rules this country against our will, with our money. Harper, who is just an agent of evil and destruction, who is going to see many of you put behind bars in years to come. That man is evil, and people like my husband, Mark Emery, are good. And you here today participating are good and decent.